Hello everyone. Today my guest is Daria, founder of fashion tech clothes Yakovlev, and I'm super happy that you come to my podcast. This is the last podcast about fashion because I had 3 podcasts about fashion, and now I'm happy that we talking about artificial intelligence in fashion and about your very extraordinary brand. Can you share idea how you create this idea about this brand and why you call this Yakovlev? Because your surname Yakovlev, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First, it's a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for inviting me for the podcast. I'm very happy to be here. And so I'm a software engineer from my 10 years old. Once I was a top 10 women in competitive programming in the world. So I have a huge background in tech. And my second passion is a fashion. And when I left my full-time job and thinking what I want to do in my life, I understand that it's fashion. I love fabrics, I love clothing, I love thinking how it's constructed, and I love how people, show themselves via clothing, show something from inside. And it's kind of, it's a symbiosis between art and something, wearable that we use every day. So I tried to make clothes, but in those time, I think it was 2021, there was a raising NFT and crypto and DeFi things. Remember Web3, just raising metaverses. So those time I made this project first. So we did NFTs, we did DeFi, we did a very great project in Web3. And also we already did some collaborations with a Web3 artist and digital clothing artist. So now it's a huge trend that and fashion brands and also fashion designers build clothing in 3D, simulate in 3D, and then made it real. So we use it as well. And when I came to London after this project, I renovate this brand and try to combine together fashion and tech because it's my two core, thing in my life. And that's why I try to add NFC and digital passport to my clothing, because I want to keep tracking of each piece that I produce from my brand. So that's how it started.
Yeah, I saw the fashion collection of your brand, and I thinking how you create this elegance and very simple and very extraordinary. I really like this color and print on your brand. Yeah, super. And can you tell me more about the second project, also Genera.spaSe? This is like a combination of fashion and artificial intelligence.
Yeah, so, and from the beginning of this year, last, I think 3 years from the beginning of the fashion tech, I test all projects in fashion. So I test every virtual try-on. It was AR, maybe you remember Dress 6, 010, ever, any other model generation, like fashion model generation and so on. And early this year, I met the guys, Artem, the founder of Genera, and he decided to build a virtual try-on, so try-on real clothes in digital. And the thing that different is that their team has very good experience in 3D rendering. So they really care about how the generation looks like. They very care about lights, right? How face generated and everything. So I joined them, and now we do, I think, the most beautiful and most realistic try-on in the world. And also we go, I think, wider or bigger than that. Now we do AI fashion studio where we can replace AI model, do generations with any digital human, right? And we try on clothing from the brand if they provide us kind of digital copy of their clothing. So yeah, we want to replace our optimized costs or fashion brands and big retails.
Yeah, now it's a really big trend this year. I think it's next year also. And do you have an idea? Maybe you want to collaborate with a big brands, for example, collaboration. Dolce & Gabbana with artificial intelligence, and Zara, just not a super high brand, maybe it's H&M and another brands. Is it interesting for you?
Yes, and we already do it. So, for example, yesterday Artem was in the Balenciaga dinner.
Oh,
So, or last week we were on Viva Tech. So it's the biggest fashion tech conference in Paris, made by LVMH. And lucky for us, on this stage, right, this year's luxury brands and tier one brands are super open for collaborations. They're looking for tech solutions. And now I think we are on right time and right market. And so doors are open, and I hope soon we'll see integration of Genera on big brands.
I think Balenciaga is really open-minded for new collaborations.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Can you tell me more about your way? And okay, you software engineer, but can you tell me more about your way of fashion, from how you start in this, some interesting details, maybe not easy moments in your life, and why you choose London? Because I know that London is the capital of fashion now.
Great. It's interesting story because I'm a tech, right? That's why the first lure that I have, the first knowledge, it was how to build clothing in 3D. So I installed Cloth 3D software for building clothing and tried to do some courses, how it works and everything. So now I have some construction knowledges and they're really basic. And then I think 1 year ago, I bought a sewing machine, embroidery machine, and I bought a overlock. So I bought all machines that need for fashion and tried to make my own clothing. For example, this one that's I made by myself. It's a tweed.
Can you show more?
More so. It's a tweed jacket. The tweed is also, I think Chanel bought the same tweed that I bought, as here is a manufacturer of this tweed. So it's a jacket, is a top and a skirt, and also a bag. So it's kind of complex thing. And that was my one of the first hard projects for sewing, just to see how it works together. And the super cool thing is embroidery machine. So embroidery machine is machine that can do embroidery on any fabrics, right? But to make embroidery, it's digital process. So from the picture, for example, I do AI generated embroidery. It means that I do creativity or art in AI, and then or automatically, again, here is the technical solution, or use embroidery designers build embroidery, and then I do it on the shirts. So I learned a lot about it, and now I'm another stage. So I know, about all process in fashion. Now I work already with professionals in that. So I have a fashion designer, I have a pattern maker, I have an embroidery designer and everything. So now I have a team that helped me to grow and create new collection.
Oh, good. And what's your how do you see yourself from 10 years in this area?
Oh, I think my biggest dream is to build a worldwide fashion brand.
Wow.
And I don't have any other dreams, like only this one. It helps me, to understand why I live my life. But in the other case, it's so interesting feeling for me. So I want to share I create my own world, right, in my mind, and I want to make it happen, and I want to share. For example, for me, it's really important. I think clothing for us is something to make us happy. It's not about fast fashion, right? We want to make a gift for ourselves. And I'm really worried about packaging solution, right? About boxes, for example, or packages. It should be like great, beautiful. We have to feel emotion. We have to be happy when we open it, this process when you got it. So I don't know, I explore, I think, 100 websites to find exactly the right packaging that I really want to use in my brand. So I'm sure that next 10 years will be fashion and fashion tech to growing, and Genera as a solution for brands, right? And also helps small brands to prototyping faster and to not to produce a lot of clothing and produce only this amount that they really need to, and building my brand as well.
You're a very rare person who really have a dream, a big dream, because a lot of person have 10 or 20 dreams in life.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's
but
great.
and you're also a designer, and you're just the owner. How many persons in your team, in your company?
Now I think we have 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, around 4. So constructor, designer, NAS designer, pattern maker, and sewing.
Oh, cool. Okay. Can you explain me what's mindset, what's idea of your brand? For example, the one brand want to save the world and make happy people in green line, for example, in Greenpeace. There another company want to be more provocative. But what's about your mindset of your brand?
So that's a great question, and I spent a lot of days to try to understand it. Because first I wanted to build a brand for software engineers, but mostly for men. But then I realized that, I mean, they like COS or Zara brands and do it not so often. They don't really care. And then I understand that I want to build a brand for myself and for girls, women, similar to my philosophy. So it's more about the brand for intelligent and beautiful women who are self-made, who want to look beautiful and elegant, but also smart. They don't, they don't follow trends, I don't know, from Instagram or TikTok. They don't do huge lips, or any other things around. They just want to feel comfortable. They want to feel that they are believe in themselves, right? And all clothing around it just help them. Or sometimes they want to make a present for themselves because they, I don't know, celebrate something or just happy live their own life. So I would say it's for smart and intelligent and to be in the wave of current era, right? In the way of current years, because Dior it's also for intelligent, but Dior it's about, I don't know, 35 or around it, kind of different thing. Yeah, that's how I...
One of my favorite brand, Dior, yeah. And also I have a notebook from Dior. It's like
I also have it.
It's not easy because few months this notebook stock off, and I'm trying to find one good person bought me this notebook, and I will happy.
Yeah, I do like Dior as well for their prints, for flowers and notebooks. I want to have a collection of notebooks, and also I try to make my own notebooks, again inspired by Dior in this idea.
Yeah. What's happened with the trends from 20 years in the world? How do you think? It will be like artificial intelligence everywhere, or people become like natural, like another things? How do you think?
Here is a dream, I think, in the fashion world we all discussed, that clothing or what we wear will be super personalized, right? Or the patterns or clothing again will be made for the person itself, right? So we won't have anymore a size problem or any problem that we're all kind of similar, right? We are Uniqlo, but I'm not sure that it will be in this, that we completely remove Zara or fast fashion, right? So I think in general we will have similar landscape, but also we will have 100% more new brands. For example, now there are a lot of rising Ukrainian brands that are already well known, and I see that a lot of people prefer Ukrainian brands, fresh and trends, rather than luxury brands. So I think this trend will continue growing, and the market will change. So we get new players on the top, and also a lot of players that try to express and found their own audience. I would really want to see a lot of indie or small designers that have ability or I don't know, any sources to present themselves and show themselves.
I hope soon I can come to some place and draw in my favorite dress, and for 5 minutes this dress comes to your fashion.
It could be true. Yeah, I'm sure it could be true. Yeah, as well.
Who inspired
you? That's also a great question. I would say that
Coco Chanel?
Of course, Coco Chanel. Like we
Karl
all love
Lagerfeld?
Coco Chanel. And of course, Karl Lagerfeld, because the Karl Lagerfeld, he's like a priest of fashion. All his life, he did only fashion every day, and that's kind of statement, right? He has his own mission. Or Mason Margiela, he has his own mission. He showed the world how different fashion could be. And I think most of the designers, Alexander McQueen, right? Most of the designers that build something, they all inspired me. It's like an art, right? I do like, okay, I know who inspired me. So the famous thing in my life is Antonio Gaudí is an architect at Barcelona. It's
Of course, from Spain.
Yes.
Favorite
And
architecture.
yeah, really favorites. And then from Smupa. So I do like 1920s. I do like the Art Nouveau, Art Deco style. It's really inspired me like a lot. I don't know, fashion designers in this area. I think it could be like, again, Chanel and blah, blah, blah. But still, is art and fashion, each designer gives some, they show their own world. And I just do like, I think the best thing in my life when I just look a video or read a book about biography or the story of somebody. So
cool. And let's make some present for subscribers. Can you share some discount for subscribers? And if somebody want to order a Yakovlev t-shirt or something another, can we do some little discount for this?
Sure, let's do it. Do you want me like say a number?
Yeah. Then I put your website, your contact under this video, and if any want to order, it's welcome. Yeah.
So, okay, here's the announcement. Now we prepare our new capsule collection. It will be flowers, silk, and accessories and silk costumes. And the shorts will continue exist in our website. So for new collection or for shirts, we provide a 30% discount.
Wow.
And also, if for your subscriber, I don't know, one, right, maybe who made the best comment or let's do best comment, I can do a personal embroidery on the shirt based on his wishes. So whatever he wants, we do embroidery on that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for your time. It's very interesting. I'm really inspired of your website, of your ideas, and I put all sites under this video. Yes, and if you want, any guests can visit this site and inspire it also like me. Thank you so much. I'm really a pleasure.